All right guys, welcome back to another video about the E92 M3. This is going to be the giveaway for Beamer Invasion. One thing I wanted to do is talk about the platform. Why is it one of the best platforms in the BMW realm? And we have one of the best persons to talk about it, and that's Miguel. Tell the people exactly, you have a lot of experience with this platform, right?
Yeah,
what do you
absolutely.
currently own? And it's something that we all seen online, whether you guys are big into the BMW world. What do you own though?
Yeah, so I currently owned a 2009 Atlantis Blue E90 M3. I've always wanted E92 actually, and what's unique about this car is when we originally found it in South Carolina, it was exactly what we wanted, right? So this is a Melbourne Red E92 M3. It's a 2010 model. It's coming up around 32,000 miles, and this is kind of the stripper spec. The reason why they call it the stripper spec is because this is the single hump BMW. It has all the basic stuff, so it doesn't have a lot of the add-ons, which is really sought after nowadays. You would think that back in 2010, when you were ordering this car, you wanted to have it with all the equipment necessary, right? But this is more of an enthusiast kind of racer style car. It has the carbon fiber roof. It has DCT, and what's unique about DCT, especially in this platform, is it's actually dual clutch transmission, and it does feel like one of these F1 cars. Back in the day, it wasn't as popular as the where it is today. Like you can have Porsche has the PDK, BMW has the DCT, and it shifts like, oh my God, so amazing. One of the things I most enjoy about this is actually the downshifts, right? Downshifts, having that automatic rev matching with the V8, and it just sounds amazing, music to your ears. What's unique about this is, again, Melbourne Red, full black interior, DCT. It has the M-stitch steering wheel, everything black. Has the carbon fiber trim to it. As mentioned, single hump, carbon fiber roof. It has the M Performance carbon fiber spoiler.
And Miguel, why is this so sought out, right? I know people, when we first revealed this as the giveaway, right? Because if you guys are first tuning in, this is going to be our first giveaway as Beamer Invasion. Why is this so sought out, and why is this so rare?
What's unique about this is, as I mentioned, is back in the day when you ordered a BMW, you pretty much wanted to have all the bells and whistles. So it's very rare to find one that doesn't have all that stuff, right? Back in the day, you had iDrive, which is the double hump. This one doesn't have it. This is more of a purist. This is more of a car that you spec thinking about you're going to take this to the track one day. So this one is like a basic, right? You don't really see these too much, especially in Melbourne Red. This is just a very unique car, highly desired today because, once again, it was spec'd out so basic.
And then Miguel, can you tell the people, if you haven't watched it, right? We posted on my channel that we posted the new exhaust system. We had a weird exhaust called Megan Racing, right? And I mentioned in my videos that I haven't heard of Megan Racing since my JDM days, right? It's not really a big component or even like a provider for the German world, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And Active has been around for 40 plus years, right? So they really understand this platform. They created an exhaust, which is kind of weird looking because it has almost each individual muffler has like a canister next to it, and that's more to remove the drone. So we went from the headers all the way back with an Active system. We did test pipes on this because we wanted to make sure that you hear the sound of the V8. That's really why you get this platform, right? One of the reasons is because it's the V8 sound, and you just want to open it up. In addition to the exhaust, you would want to do the intake, and we're going to have a surprise because we are getting Eventuri intake for this, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be carbon fiber as well, so you're going to have the induction noise and the exhaust sounds.
All right, as you can see, this is a stock looking E92 M3. One of the things that I like to do, and I think a lot of you guys like to do, even Miguel's more of a bag guy, but we're not going to bag this car. I think one of the main things about this car is that the stock ride height. Stock ride height is something that, for me, needs to be lowered. We're going to be partnering up with Moton Suspension, and we're going to actually fit this car with coilovers that's going to be something streetable, and also you can take it to the track. Along with that, we also have a partnership with BBS. BBS is kindly going to be able to give us some CIRs, and the CIRs that we chose for this car is going to be the white gold. I think with the Melbourne Red with the white gold, it's going to be a nice offset of colors. It's going to really describe about what this heritage is, right? Motorsport, and it's going to give that look where I think a lot of you guys really going to enjoy between the red and gold. All right, Miguel, let's show the people underneath the hood, show its stock. And I think you mentioned earlier, right? Eventuri.
So absolutely, we're going to be equipping this car with some under the engine bay goodies. Couple of people we partner with. We partner with Eventuri, so we're going to get a carbon fiber intake for this, which is going to sound amazing. For those that are interested in inductive noises, you're going to get all of it. We also have NRW. We're partnered with NRW. We're going to get a couple of things from NRW. I think we're going to get a catch can from NRW. Potentially we're going to get the engine covers as well, because these cars are notorious for the engine cover leaks, especially around the oil cap. So we're probably going to upgrade those and maybe even do a color match on the valve covers. So let's see when it comes to that. I know NRW has a bunch of other products that they're coming out for the S65 platform. I think they have a fuel filter as well that we may consider throwing on this. But other than that, the good thing about the E9X platform is with just 2 or 3 mods when it comes to the engine bay, you're done. Not a lot to do it other than a tune, of course. And this car will likely get tuned as well. We'll probably put an engine and transmission tune on it, get the GTS tune on it, which is what I love most. It fits the car well. It gets those shifting, hard shifts through the gears. So you're going to really enjoy. Whoever wins this car is going to enjoy. Funny thing is, both Ken and I have relatives that are trying to get this car and we're saying, no, you have to stay away from that. Some lucky winner is going to get this car and it's going to cherish this car and really enjoy it. So stay tuned for how to win. Ken is going to give you some details on how to win this car.
All right, so one way for you to get into the driver's seat of this car is for every $5 you spend on our merchandise that we're launching this winter, gets you 1 entry into winning this car. One of the best things is that you can literally buy 1 t-shirt, right? And it's gonna get you a E92 M3.
All right, so for every mod that we're putting on this car, that means that we're taking the OEM stuff off. But whoever wins this car is gonna actually get to own the OEM stuff as well. So if you ever want to go back to stock, which I highly doubt, but if you do, you're gonna have all the OEM stuff. You're gonna have the OEM wheels, you're gonna have the OEM intake, you're gonna have the OEM exhaust. So if you ever do want to return this car back to stock, you're gonna have an opportunity to do that.
All right, so one of the best things about this car, and we said it multiple times, is the condition of this car. For a 2010 E92 M3, this car was well kept. We're about to make it even better. The team over at Gyeon are actually gonna be flying over to my house and we're gonna get this car all dialed in between the paint and also the interior. Miguel, if you just pan inside real quick and just look at the interior, looks like these back seats and front seats are in such good condition. We're about to make the front seats even better by conditioning it, cleaning it, and also ceramic coating these seats. And I know the team at Gyeon are actually gonna be ceramic coating the exterior of the car. That's gonna give you that extra shine on this Melbourne Red. So there's so many things that we're doing to this car, and now it's crunch time for us.
All right, so in order to get this car, it's fairly easy. All you have to do is log into www.beamer-invasion.com. You're gonna see a hero page with a thumbnail of the car. All the merchandise is gonna be for sale on this car. Every $5 you spent is gonna be 1 entry into this car. So think about it. You can buy a t-shirt and walk away with a 2010 E92 M3.
So one of our slogans is every build's a story, right? We've seen multiple channels and multiple cars that we featured on the channel with their builds. This is how your build and your journey could begin. So stay tuned, guys. There's gonna be so much more to this car, and we mentioned it. This build process is gonna be the start of your journey.